Okay, good morning, everyone. It's 8:30 and I'm going to call the meeting of the Economic Development Committee to order. Roll call, please. Amy.
Chair LaPlante,
Here.
Vice Chair Galassi.
Here.
Member Rutledge, Member Covert. Is Member Covert on Zoom? No, okay. Member Childress.
Yes.
And Member Yu.
Here.
Great. Welcome, everyone. We have a change to our agenda today. We were going to have the presentation from Choose DuPage. It's next month. So I know everyone's stopped crying. We have some tissues. We've got some grief counselors on standby if anyone feels the need to talk. And I would also like to express a very, very happy birthday to Greg Bedeloff, Choose DuPage CEO.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Thank you for everything. It's his, can I say what number it is?
Please.
It's his 60th birthday.
Wow.
And I think the exact thing that he said was there's no place that he would rather be. Right here on his 60th birthday, celebrating with us. So thank you for
And the whole
choosing.
day here.
Yes, thank you for choosing to spend your birthday with us. Do we have any public comment?
We do not.
Thank you. Okay, I move to approve the minutes from our last Economic Development Committee from September 17th, 2024.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion passes. Moving to item 6, grant proposal notifications, 24-2678, GPN 39-24, Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity, fiscal year 25 supplemental state funding for LWIAs, $183,635. This is just to accept and place on file.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion passes. I see Member Covert is here. Let's see, a physical quorum of the members is physically present. I will entertain a motion to permit those members not physically present due to personal illness or family or other emergency to participate by video or teleconference. Do I have a motion?
So moves.
Thank you. A second? Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries. Welcome, Member Covert.
Thank you.
Moving to item 7, incumbent worker trainer, 24-2656, Forster Tool and Manufacturing Incorporated. This is to accept and place on file. I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion passes. Item 8A, FIR 181-24, acceptance and appropriation of the Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act, Grant PY 24, Intergovernmental Agreement number 24-681006, Company 5000 Accounting Unit 2840 for $5,408,075 under the administrative direction of the Human Resources Department. This is a motion to approve. Do I have one?
So moved.
Thank you. And a second. Wonderful. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion passes. Thank you. Moving to item 8B, FIR 0180-24. I make a motion to approval of issuance of payments to training providers and youth contracts through the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act, Grant PY 24, Intergovernmental Agreement number 24-681006 in the amount of $2,546,526. This is from the Workforce Development Division.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries. Moving on to 8C. I make a motion to approve item FIR 0179-24, acceptance and appropriation of additional funding for the Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act, Grant PY 24, Intergovernmental Agreement number 24-681006, Company 5000, Accounting Unit 2840 for $150,000 under the administrative direction of the Human Resources Department. We have a motion and a second. Do we all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion passes. Number 9, change orders. ED-CO-424. I make a motion to approve the amendment to County Contract 6029-1 serve issued to World Relief to provide services to immigrants and youth in DuPage County for the Workforce Development Division to extend the contract through September 30th, 25, and increase the encumbrance in the amount of $253,378 for a new contract total amount of $742,068.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion passes. Thank you very much. And we will, again, we'll be having our presentation from Choose DuPage next month. Do we have any old business today? No? Do we have any new business? Yes.
Real quick,
Member
just
Krajewski.
let you know that, Member Galassi and I and Greg Bedeloff, we went and met with the natatorium, was it 2 weeks ago we went out there? 2 weeks ago, with the village of Westmont. And, you know, we were very helpful in helping them secure a lot of national events. They just got word that they just secured an event that was going to Indianapolis, for many years, and it's gonna be a couple thousand people. But it was sponsored by the Hinsdale Swim Club, and so maybe some of our Hinsdale Central people out there on the swim team. But the Hinsdale Swim Club put the bid in, and they were short about 17,000 they needed to be able to compete for the bid. And the village of Westmont in our meeting stepped up and said they would easily cover that for them. They realized the benefit. But during that meeting, they kind of gave us an outlook of the village of Westmont to DuPage in the county of a couple national bids that they've had inquiries on that they would potentially like to go after. The biggest one is the World Games, I think it's called the World Aquatic Swim Competition, which is held in 5 countries. And there's talk that they'd like to see Westmont be the US site for the US country. And that would be in October. But the village of Westmont is fully engaged now because of the benefits that it's shown. And that they'll probably be reaching out to us maybe next year or later this year for, once they've identified with the natatorium, some of these events that bring in not only, you know, US, but international travelers. So it was very positive. I don't know if you want to add anything, Carrie, but.
No, it's a great meeting and, you know, I'm excited that we can partner with them and help them bring in these amazing events and meets and, you know, they've definitely put DuPage on the map because the facility is one of the best in the country, so.
And they said from a swimming standpoint, in those last Olympics, if somebody watched the Olympics and women swimming, at least 50 of the various countries and swimmers that won medals that all swam at that facility. And that's the reason why they've been getting such a high profile is a lot of these young swimmers now want to compete when they have an opportunity to go to 3 or 4 sites like the Speedo event that they just had. They wound up with twice as many as everybody else because they all want to swim at the pool where these Olympians swam at. So it's been great for not only Village of Westmont, but the hotels surrounding there. And I think didn't Mary Ann talk about the local restaurants, including the Starbucks, asking her if they could give a list of the events coming because they get overwhelmed.
They've literally run out of food at Chipotle around the corner, so they said, yeah. So she's been going around and giving them the meet schedules so that they can better prepare.
That's a
Yeah.
good idea.
But the Village of Westmont sees the opportunity, so I think they're gonna be more fully engaged with all their local restaurants and shops to give those to the individuals there.
That's great. Thank you very much, Member Krajewski. I always appreciate the work that you do. You're not on this committee and you still do it.
Well,
Thank
it
you
was our
very much,
district,
Member
it was our
Galassi.
Hinsdale Swim Club, it's
Yeah.
our district represented, and Carrie,
Thank you.
Carrie was there with, and then Nick, well, no, Nick couldn't make that one. But Nick was a former swimmer. Nick was
He's
a
like,
former
what?
swimmer,
What?
but he understands, we're talking about the natatorium.
Oh, yeah.
some events and stuff, but yeah, Nick's a big swimmer, so he understands all those, tournaments.
I heard Nick is going to be competing, right?
I
And then
don't
the
know
next
if
one?
it's float anymore, so.
But they're talking-
She did,
He's
Mary
the
Ann,
one,
they
he's the
did.
one going to Chipotle.
I did also talk about how well the pool was designed because it allows some pools, the depth varies depending on if it's by the diving well or not. And they made sure to make the entire pool the same depth, which is an advantage for timing and things like that. Like, I guess the pool where the Olympics were held last summer wasn't constructed quite as well. So that's why there weren't any new world records. So.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can actually add a little, because I've talked to industry on that one. The pool itself is considered one of the fastest in the world because of exactly how it was. So all of the swimmers out there actually prefer this pool because it is so fast compared to the other ones. I mean, it's built for speed, definitely.
So do people come there to set their PRs? Is that why?
There's
they would
been,
do
I think
that?
there's been world records set
Yeah.
there already.
Okay.
So, I mean, and so you're like national swimmers, your international swimmers, they know there's like 4 or 5 pools in the world that they want to compete at, and that's one.
Oh, cool. Yeah, who knew? I love it. We have a little jewel right in our own backyard. Well, thank you for that information. I appreciate it. Any other new business? Anyone else? No? Okay, seeing nothing, this meeting is adjourned until next month. Thank you, everyone.